Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Learn with me Big Data and Automation. From last 2-3 videos, I get good comment from the few of the members. Like they're asking about uh, notebook about my video series which I'm making on big data, and some of the members asking the question is about do I post the videos regularly? Answer is yes. I would like to post videos which I am preparing on big data and automation. I'll post regularly on YouTube channel. Those who want to learn the SQL from my videos, you can subscribe my channel and get daily updates every day. So don't make late. Let's get into the course SQL. So today what we are going to discuss about SQL, how to create the databases, and from the database we can make the SQL queries. I will teach to you from start to scratch. Which I'm teaching right now is from basic to advanced level now. So please follow the video and make it to try to understand. If you have any questions, please ask me in the comment box. If you need any videos, any material kind of thing, I will provide in the chat box for you. Okay, let's get into the course. Let me open first Paint. First, creating SQL database is SQL database creation. So here, how we have to create SQL database creation. First of all, if to any suppose how to create database means, I will saying here. Right now I'm in Kaggle. Kaggle we have here bike store relational database SQL. So here in the Kaggle I have already SQL database bike store like they created here. Like sales of sales production. So sales is one database and production is one database. So here is one relational database. Now we are going to make the SQL database on this. I will teach you from scratch to end how to create the sales database and production database in our PostgreSQL environment. So first of all here, uh, you may have a doubt like how they getting the data from how the sales they're getting customers, how they're creating staff ID first name, how they're creating this kind of schema diagram, how they're creating the schema diagrams, how they're getting the entity order id customer id from the if suppose if this is orders table and this is order id and these are the entity attributes of the orders table. So here these are the columns. So you may have the doubt inside like how they are getting how they are creating these kind of color, from where they are creating these attributes from the orders, and how they are getting stores, how they creating the stores table, from the stores table how they are getting store id, store name, phone name. So basically here how we create this entity relationship, sorry, this schema comes from the entity relationship. Entity relationship means, see here, entity relationship, how to create it. Yeah, here, see how the relationship made here, like staff has a stores connection. See, staff connections to orders, staff id is linked to orders table through staff id. All this made a relationship because uh, actually behind this there is a theory part, like suppose, see here, this is the entity relationship. One second, I'm going back like I'm going to hierarchy, like start of the hierarchy, like how the entity relationship come into existence. sorry. Yeah, not this one. Sorry, this one also not coming. 1 second. Uh, One image, please. I need. Yeah, here I see. Entity relationship stands for entity diagram. People also call this diagram entity relationship model. Visualize the relationship between entities like people, things, or concepts in database, and ERD, which is also often visualize attributes of these entities. So visualizing the like making the relationship between the entities like people, things, concepts in a database. Suppose how we are getting actually we have the question kind of thing like suppose yeah suppose bike store is my client and consider bike store is my client. They want to create the database, so what they have, so they give one paragraph kind of one theory kind of database information to us. So from that uh, theory kind of the question we have to make the entity relationship diagram. From that entity relationship diagram we are going to see, from the theory part we have to make, we will make entity relationship diagram. From the entity relationship diagram we will draw the our schema diagram. Like this diagram we are going to first of all we are going to create this diagram. From this diagram we will make a SQL database in the in our Postgres SQL server. Hope you got it right. First, I mean this is the one kind. From back of this one step back, if you go one step back, that is entity relationship diagram. If we go back one step diagram, one step, that's a theory about bike stores relational, like bike store company. They have the theory about their relations between the staff and customers and orders and stores, how they are selling the products, how the customers interaction. There is some theory. So what SQL developers like database engineers, I mean, what they do, they will make the relationship between the tables and make the attributes and they make the relationships, and after the made the entity relationship they create the schemas, database diagrams. From the database diagrams we create SQL tables in our SQL queries. Once the data in our Postgres database, on top of those we are going to apply the queries in server. So hope you got it. So now what we are going to do now in this course, first of all creating, okay, put this aside. Here I have to discuss few points. One thing also, to create the database there are more, it's a very important for interviews. Once they ask like interviews like uh, how they create the schema in your post server, like for your relational database. When the interviewer asks if you're working in any big companies like product based companies or service based bank companies, Vodafone something, Vodafone, Flipkart, Netflix, something. Any data, if you're a data engineer, if you're working on SQL, uh, in interview definitely they ask this question about what the what schema diagram you're using for your what schema diagram you are using for your relational database. So answer for those, like there are two types of relational database, two types of relational database. First one is star schema. Second one is snowflake schema. So first one, any of the SQL developers or SQL database engineers, they definitely follow these two only, like star schema or a snowflake schema. So what does snowflake schema means? Sorry, star schema. Star schema means the database which is having one fact table and one fact table that are connected to, sorry, yeah, sorry, one fact table which is connected to, which is connected to multiple dimensional tables. So see here, star schema means one fact table which is connected to multiple dimension tables. So this is called star schema. And what is snowflake schema? Snowflake schema means uh, one fact table connected to other dimensional tables, and that one dimensional table, one of dimensional table connected to other dimensional tables. These are hierarchy type hierarchy types. So I will show you here to you, like uh, yeah, how he'll show you, like how fact table look like. Fact table look like here is, suppose if I have a database, suppose we are creating bike store, or keep it aside bike store. Suppose if I have a university database, I have to create university database relationship. So I want to use sorry, not fact table here, star schema. So I have a university database. So I have to create entity relationship. Sorry, I have to make relationship data. Uh, I have to make relationship between the tables of the university database. So here see, suppose I have university. Uh, suppose university university database. Suppose if you're studying from university, suppose I'm studying from X university, so I have the university X university database. I have all the data which I have. So I'm going to create database on it. First, I want to use star schema on my university database. First of all, I said about what star schema means. Star schema is which is having only one fact table. From that fact table, other dimension table will connect it. So that is called star schema. I will show a diagram here. Here is fact table. So this is one table, and from this table too we have multiple tables here, like suppose if you have to university, one dimensional table here, other dimensional table here, dim two dimensional, like these are different tables. Dim four, suppose here one more dimensional four, like this is one table, and here we can one table, one dimensional table. Suppose like a number of tables may connected like this. So this is the ultimate main one. From the main table where these are linked to other different types of tables. This is star schema. See, this is look like a star, right? So that's why it's a star schema. uh, for example, if we have took university, right? University fact table means we have administration. Administration is the fact table. And dimensional, all the dimension table like departments, sports, uh, other departments means like EC department, something, CSC department, IT department, mechanical department, sports already there. Okay, next one is about other cultural, like cultural cultural activity team. Like university admin they have all the access to, they have the access to all this database, right? So they have admin have consist of all this information about each of the department in their database. So this is star schema. This is called a star schema diagram. From the university, it's an administration. From the administration to department, sports, EC, CSC, IT, make culturals. Any in the university, any cultural department will be there. Their ID will be have in administration department. So this is called star schema. If we link the star schema to our bike store, sorry, if we link our star schema to our bike store, suppose if I want, if a bike store here, bike store. So bike store is from bike store. Sorry, not down, bike store. So I have here. See, this is snowflake schema. But now I will make star schema. This I can also create star schema on this. See how can we create. Uh, so yes, yeah. Bike store star schema is what they have main. Actually, they do have. Uh, what do you think main is? Main. Suppose main is main means like fact table. We can think about. So how can we make here? Suppose if I take fact table, bike stories, orders. Orders is my fact table. Orders is my fact table. So orders have order ID. Suppose customer ID also will have customer ID. They have location ID. They have location table. If they have location ID, customer ID, location ID, something order ID, customer staff, store IDs. Yeah, store ID, staff ID. So this is the orders table. From orders table, it we can make connection with star schema different. So here is one table is I can create with. So we can create orders table is already there. Some customers table we can create here. Customers, customers, and stores table we can create. staff table, location table, and other different. If you want to create any other tables, from that orders is the main table. From the main table, they have the descriptive, and from orders table you can create multiple tables. Like what does means like this. Each field in the orders, each field in the column, they have the descriptive information about each of the table. In other, they have descriptive information on the dimension table. You got it, right? Fact table, which is having each column. I mean, fact table, each column have the descriptive information about the descriptive information in dimension tables of the other table. This is star schema. You got it. Hope. So next one is, oh sorry, I don't want to erase this. So next one is uh, snowflake schema. Snowflake schema means it has one fact table. These are connected to dimensional table. Dimensional table. Dimensional table. So these dimensional tables connected to other dimensional tables as well. Dimensional tables. Dimensional tables. This is one more table like dim. Just mention it. So they have here in the this is fact table. This is dimension table, and from this table connect to other dimension table. This is like structure look like. So here one table. This is the main table. From this table to connected dimension table, and here also this dimension table connected to other dimension tables as well. Based on link of primary keys and foreign keys of the this table connected these two tables. Same. This is having hierarchy, like a hierarchy base of hierarchy kind of thing here in the snowflake schema. If you want get the data from, if you want to retrieve the data from fact table using, I have only this data table, so we can first based on this primary key we can link it to, we can make the query from this table. Once we do join these two, we can link this one to this and we can get this, we can traverse to this path and get the data from this table. And if you want the information fact table, if you have the data, like if you have information this much only about dim table, we can make the we can make the path and we can make the query to get the data from this table. You can use this table, so we can path traverse like this by using joins and all other things. I will tell you on next video, next upcoming upcoming videos about how to get the data traverse and how to grab the data from the one table to other table, how to traverse from one table to other, all these things. So hope you got it. This is a snowflake schema. So structure here, snowflake schema, we have same like here. Here in is it is looks like a sales table. I have sales and production. See here, customer. Suppose see here. This is orders is the main fact table. So fact table is from these are connected to other dimension table, customer, staff, stores, orders. So these dimension table connected to, suppose store is dimension table. These stores connected to stocks and store stocks. Suppose yeah, it's connected to stocks, stores. Yeah, stores connected to stocks table, and yeah, and order ID are order items dimension table connected to products. So see here, this is the main table, but This look like a snowflake schema, not a star schema. Hope you got it. So now we are going to create databases on PostgreSQL on bike store relational database in our PostgreSQL. Hope you got it. What is star schema and snowflake schema? If you have any doubts, ask me in the comment box. I will reply to your questions. So don't make it late. Let's get into the PostgreSQL and start creating database. So first of all, I'm downloading this dataset from the Kaggle. Downloaded. So let's get into the PostgreSQL. Sorry, PG admin. How to open PG admin? Yeah. This may take some time. Meanwhile, in this time, I'll go to downloads. Sorry, yeah. See here, I have all the information here. First, first let me extract the zip file. So everyone, I want to tell you some one point to everyone is everyone in the who is working as a data engineer, particularly when they are doing databases, the mostly they will follow snowflake schema only, snowflake schema structure. That's because snowflake schema has a hierarchy capacity. We can traverse from we can link the tables from one table to other table, from that table to all other tables, like that way. It's a very uh, simple kind of thing. But star schema is we don't use much more compared with snowflake schema. Yeah, now open for me like PostgreSQL. If you don't install your PostgreSQL, I will give you the link in the YouTube video description. Download the PostgreSQL server. So here for me open. So let me open this. Yeah, first I'm going to create database first. Mm, yeah, here I opened it. Sorry. Yes. Suppose if I want to create, yeah, what is our database we have to create here? Bike store relational database. So how to create database? Create database bike store. Let's create like bike underscore store. Run this. See, successfully done. So created the database bike store. Let's refresh this. Where is our bike store? Yeah, here is. See, our database created successfully. So now query tool, applying query tool, we created the database. So from the database, we created the we now we are going to create the tables, and then once we create the table, we have to make the linking. I mean, we have to make the relationship between one table to each table. First of all, uh, how to first of all we are going to make which table now. We have here. Yeah, suppose orders. So let's go start with orders. So orders table we have here. Yeah, order ID, customer ID, order status, order date, required date, ship date, store ID, staff ID. So we have these attributes in my orders table. So we have to create a table in our SQL database, this orders table. So don't make it late. Let's get into video. Oh, sorry, PostgreSQL. in Postgres how to make a table and how to insert the data into how to insert this data into the PostgreSQL server. Let's see how I will show you here. See here. So see here. We are creating orders table now, right? So orders table here is order ID is primary key and order staff ID linked to here. Yeah, staff ID and staff ID, store ID, order ID, customer ID also. These are our foreign keys here. So now let's make, yeah, now we open, now we are in PostgreSQL. How to make create table. So now here it is. So here how to create the table is this is the uh, format to create the table. So I have orders table. Order ID it's an integer type. It's a primary key I am creating here, and customer ID integer and order status where character where 20 and order date and its date type date and store ID is integer. Foreign keys is customer ID, store ID, staff ID. You see here, sorry guys. First of all, we have to create the tables. I'm not going with orders table. So if you want to create orders table, I have to make the primary keys and foreign keys. These two terms, primary keys and foreign keys. I will tell you now. You may hear this first, something new kind of thing. Or if you have SQL background, database or data engineering, you may hear about this primary keys and foreign keys. I will tell you, no worries, in the next video, next 4 or 5 minutes. So first of all, here uh, to create this orders table, it will be very difficult for me to create the primary keys and foreign keys with the reference because I have to make the reference to these three tables. Because if first I create orders table, before that I have to create staff and stores orders table. If I start creating staff table, I have to make the link between staff and stores ID. So like if from staff also they're linking stores and orders. So what I will do, I will come from back to like at the high level to low level. So first I will create categories table. So here, see here, I have the sorry. See here I have the category ID and category name. So first I have to create here in the go to Postgres here, create table. What table we have to create now? CATE categories. Categories, right? So this is the syntax how to create the table means create the table, create table. This is the two keywords and categories. What is the table? We have to create the categories. Dim. Suppose I'm creating like this demand so categories. So what are the fields inside the table we have to create? What are the fields we have here in the table? Category ID and category name. So let's copy those two. So category ID field, it's which type it is? Integer type. So it's done now. like it's id is integer type, so we are making the data type which are id for the type. Category id is type of integer, so I use a data type int. So it is a primary key, right? Primary key for this table. Primary key space will be there. Yeah, primary category name, which is called, I use varchar, suppose 100. Yeah, that's all, like to create the table. And at the end we have to put semicolon. This is the this is how to make a table. So let's go and run this. Oh, now successfully created the table. So let's refresh this. Bike store. We went to bike stores, in schemas, tables, under the tables, dim categories. See, or first if I want to say the table. See, category ID and category name. I create, this is the primary key and this is other column, which is a character vary. And now we created successfully the table. So now next task is how to insert the data into the insert data into this table. So for that, so what we need to do? Yeah, see here. Suppose if you want to insert data uh, into the table, like we have to use insert into. We have to use insert keyword. Insert into what fields we have to insert into the table, like category, categories, categories table from table is dim, right? Where is it? Dim underscore categories, categories. Make sure that like spelling should be correct. Dim categories. What are the fields we have to insert here is category ID, comma, and one more is category name. So these fields we have to enter. So insert into dim categories. So insert, we are making here understanding wise. Inserting, we are inserting into the dim categories table. What we are inserting? Category ID and category name of the data. So values of those are, we have here different suppose to uh, see here values is child, like this is first column and this is belongs to second column. This is a category ID and category name, these are. So now everything is done. Let's run this query now. What variable content relation dim categories does not exist. G C A T G O E S. Oh, sorry, the spelling is wrong. It is here. It should be right. C A T C A T. I made wrong column name here. C A T C A T G O R Y. Sorry guys. Here now. See, now successfully created. data, sorry, no successful data inserted in the table. Let's look into it now. Let's refresh it. So if you want to see the data, if you want to see the data inside the categories table, how do you select star? Star means all fields, all columns in the table. From the table is from dim categories. See here now, success. Now we created successfully inserted the data inside the categories table. This is category ID and it's a primary key and category name. So now I will tell you what is a primary key meaning. Primary key is a unique identifier in a column from particular table. It's called a primary key. See here, primary key means it's a different unique number that identifies in a table of a column. Suppose if I have a category table here, dim category table, here is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. These are different unique IDs for the categories table in category ID column. So the definition makes sense here in this table. So this I made this one is a primary key. So you understand what is a primary key? Like it's a like unique kind of identifier which is in each each column of a table is called primary key. Hope you got it. Uh, Now next about foreign keys and how to make tables on uh, other tables and everything. I will tell you and explain it to your next class. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe. And if you have any doubts, ask me in the comment box. Whatever the required documents and these images and uh, I will make one Word document. I will put in my GitHub profile. If you want, you can download it from there. And about the SQL query, I mean PostgreSQL server, a link I will put in the comment box or description, video description. Go and get from there. And if you have any doubts and queries, don't forget to ask me in the comment box. I will reply to you very quickly. That's all for the today. And next class we will discuss about what is foreign key, and we're going. And next class we will make create the databases. I mean, we will make tables with other tables as well, like the staff, customers, orders, stores, order ID, stocks, products, brands. I'm going to stop here because if you watch my video and learn first these, like how to create the database and how to create the tables and what is fact table, what is dimension tables, ER diagrams, and how to make what is schema diagram. Go through in internet and learn from there. And if you have any doubts, and ask me. And be prepared to come in next class. How to create the table and how to insert data into the table. That's all for this today's video. Thanks for watching my videos and please like, share, subscribe. Bye. See you on next video.